So it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. The Hurricane Ian is supposed to make landfall in less than 2 hours, just about 20 miles south of us. Totally unexpected. We thought we'd run from it. We thought we got far enough north, and he had other plans. So he's gonna make landfall somewhere around 20 miles south of us, and we are already starting to feel the effects. Strong winds, some rain. Rain's not actually as bad as I thought it would be, and I think we picked a pretty good spot to hide from it, all things considered. So we can see the wind really rattling the treetops, but we're down here about 80 feet down from the top of the trees, so it's not too bad. We do get some occasional gusts that just blow us around, and the sustained winds are keeping us close to the shore over here, even though our anchor's over there, which I had anticipated that, so I anchored closer to the shore that the wind would be coming from. And as long as we don't drag anchor, we won't go into this shore, but it is holding us over closer to it. So we'll keep an eye on things, and about another 2-3 hours we'll know how it all went. So the wind has blown us a lot closer to the opposite shore, which is also the shallower side. We still have 5 foot underneath us, but we're starting to get pretty close to the weeds and grass and stuff. Well, I think we made it through. I think the storm's pretty much over. The winds have reversed direction. You can see the clouds going the opposite way from what they've been going. So that lets me know that the storm has passed over us and we're now on the backside of it. The eye missed us not by a whole lot. We were right there. But luckily we were far enough inland that the winds weren't too bad, and my selection of a location I think panned out. As I said, I was counting on these kind of cliffs behind us with the trees up above. It's at least 80 foot to the top of those things to protect us from the wind. The strongest winds would be coming from that direction. They did. You could see the trees shaking violently during the heart of the storm, but we were pretty safe down here. The water never got too bad. Every now and then a gust would hit our boat and we just lean over. I mean, it was like, I don't know how to describe it, but we were listing just from the wind pushing us over. But all in all, it turned out to be pretty good. I was surprised that there's a storm surge. I hadn't really noticed it till I came out here as far upriver as we are. I assumed the storm surge wouldn't reach us, but back behind me here, it's actually flooded up into the trees, and we've been here 4 or 5 days. We've never seen, that's dry land back there normally, and everywhere I look, we can tell that the water level is way up from what it normally is. So storm surge obviously came up in here, and it's still coming in. I can look down and see the debris in the water is still going upriver. So very interesting. I just hadn't expected that, so learned something. The wind is blowing us into the trees. This is the backside of the hurricane. We thought it was all over because it got real calm, but we're starting to think that was just the eye going over us, because this is starting to get rough again.
Hey Ron, we're down to 5.5 feet. We're up to 25.5 feet.
Wow.
Oh, no, 27.5 feet.
Marie says it's 27 foot deep here. I I know it's hard to tell on the camera, but we're only about 10 foot from the trees.
Okay, well, yeah, the storm is gone, but it left something behind. Left all kinds of water down in the V-berth. It is an old boat. That's why we say cruising this old boat. So you see I got plastic I took. For a while that we've had some issues around the hatch, the forward hatch, and that's with a cover on it on the outside. And we also have some problems with the I don't know, from what, around the what do you call that thing? The bow pulpit. I have a hard time saying it. We have some problems around the bow pulpit. So down the road, hopefully fairly soon, you'll see that we will, Ron, will attempt to take care of some of those problems.
Looks like he got blown into the trees. He was around a bend from us, so we didn't even know he was here, but his bimini top is a little torn and he's up in the trees, so I guess we were lucky. We've been seeing a whole lot of sport fishers, the big sport fishers, running full bore south on the Waccamaw River today. This is the day after the storm hit, so I'm going to assume that they had all wisely left the coastal areas and ran their sport fishers up the Waccamaw to somewhere more protected, maybe Osprey Marina, Bucksport Marina, somewhere up in here. And now that the storm's passed, they're all in a hurry to get their sport fisher back home. And so just interesting. Usually you don't see a whole lot of sport fishers this far upriver. They tend to stay around the coastal areas because they're used to go out deep sea fishing in the ocean. So something different.
Well, it's been about 3 weeks, I think, since we've been to any kind of a store. And we stopped at Bucksport Marina to, it's also a campground, to get some fuel. And they have a little ship store here, and I am going to go see if they got any. Unfortunately, my downfall is sweets. Sweets and soda. Shame on me. But I'm gonna go see what they've got.
Thanks for watching.